NAC, or N-acetylcysteine, has exploded in popularity over the past several years, and there's good reason for it. 1, it's inexpensive. 2, the science behind it is solid. And 3, well, the FDA pushed back against it, making it even more popular and even a little bit controversial. So let's go ahead and dive in. But before we do, I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski, and as always, it's a pleasure hanging out with you in this video today. Stick around to the end because this will be life-changing information that I will share with you. As far as NAC goes, it's something that I've used both personally and clinically for many years. And the reason that it is so beneficial is because it offers this wide-ranging benefit at a fraction of the cost of most other supplements. So let's break down exactly why NAC is going to be a game changer in your health. The first thing that I want to draw your attention to is how NAC actually supercharges glutathione. Now, if you're not familiar with glutathione, it is considered to be the master antioxidant in the body. And this master antioxidant is so important that your body literally depends on it. In fact, when glutathione levels fall, you're going to have oxidative stress go up, you're going to have increase in cellular damage, you're going to have an increase in inflammation, and also you're going to find that your risk of disease goes way up. So according to the research, when it comes to NAC, what NAC will do for you is replenish your glutathione stores, which we've already established is very important. It's going to help neutralize free radicals, protect your cells, support tissue repair, enhance immune function, and if that's not all enough, it's going to promote longevity. So you might ask yourself, well, if glutathione is so beneficial, why not just take glutathione over NAC? Well, that's a really good question, but here's the catch. Oral glutathione is poorly absorbed. Oral glutathione is very expensive, and NAC is a much cheaper option that will actually help your body produce more glutathione naturally. So this is why I recommend utilizing NAC over glutathione for most people. Now, when we look at the benefits of NAC, it goes even further. It's actually going to support liver detoxification and your kidney health. Our modern environment is a toxic minefield. Chemicals, cleaners, sprays, plastics, fragrances, pollutants everywhere. And people often tell me when I say things like this, well, if we have detox organs like our liver and kidneys, why in the world would we need detox support? The truth is, our bodies were never designed to handle the onslaught of toxins that we face today. And so NAC, when we take it, it's actually going to support these naturally occurring detox processes in our body. Though we have detox organs, they weren't designed to handle all these synthetic chemicals, so they need further support. NAC specifically is going to enhance the natural detoxification pathways, protecting the liver from toxins, according to the research, also reducing kidney damage and lowering systemic inflammation. Who doesn't want that? Anybody who's trying to reduce the risk of chronic disease is looking to lower that systemic and chronic inflammation. And in fact, NAC is so good at removing toxins from your body that if you were to go to the ER with some sort of poisoning, what would happen is that the doctor would use an IV full of NAC in order to help your body rid yourself of the toxin, because it is a very powerful detoxifier. And detox is important for our body. Now, NAC protects your brain too. This is something that's often overlooked, and this is our brain health and how it actually can have a downstream effect on our mental health. So we need to protect our brain, and NAC is going to offer that support, not only for brain, but also mental health. Your brain is extremely sensitive to oxidative stress and inflammation, and NAC will actually support protecting you from both of those. Research shows that NAC may improve symptoms of psychiatric disorders, and I can tell you clinically that this is certainly the case. It'll also reduce addictive behaviors, improve depression and anxiety, slow age-related cognitive decline, support detoxification inside the brain, and improve neurotransmitter balance. This is important. Many people don't know that the brain actually has its own detox mechanisms. And when these detox mechanisms become broke, what happens is a negative feedback cycle starts to occur. The detox mechanisms are broke, so the brain can't detox, and then as a result of that, you get inflammation. And from the inflammation, you're going to actually get a reoccurring chronic inflammatory issue in the brain that's going to affect neurotransmitters, which ultimately starts to create psychiatric disorders and mental distress. When the brain becomes inflamed, neurotransmitters become imbalanced. Detox is going to slow down, and psychiatric symptoms are going to spiral out of control. NAC will actually help break that inflammatory cycle. Studies have shown that NAC will benefit you in the way of helping reverse bipolar disorders, OCD, anxiety, depression, and addictive behaviors. So this is why NAC has so many benefits that are so wide-ranging, is because it will help your body systemically improve over time. Now, at the onset of this video, I said NAC is something that's a little bit controversial, and you might be thinking to yourself, the common sense in you might be thinking, well, why would something so wide-ranging, inexpensive, and beneficial be even the least bit controversial? Well, the FDA actually tried to ban it. They had it pulled from shelves a few years back. And the reason that they did this is because at one point, well, this of course is what they claim, is that at one point it was classified as a medication. And as a result, Amazon pulled it from the shelves, major retailers pulled it from the shelves, and supplement companies were threatened, and because they didn't want to deal with the threats from the FDA, they also quit selling it. Now, conveniently, at the time that they did this was at the height of the COVID problems, right? Everybody's trying to figure out, how do I support my lung health? How do I lower inflammation? How do I detox? How do I get mucus out of my lungs? And all well, NAC was one of the great things that you could have utilized. The FDA was trying to actually ban it. Now, they say that, of course, it had nothing to do with this. It was just, of course, random timing. But what do you think? Put in the comments below. Do you think it was random timing, or do you think that the FDA was trying to ban NAC because it was something that was natural and very beneficial and you could have in the comfort of your home? I think there's a little bit more to it than just bad timing. Now, if you want to get NAC, by the way, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below to the high quality NAC that I take and that I use clinically. It's properly dosed. It's all set, ready for you to go. Click on the link in the description if you actually want to have high quality NAC in your home. It's something that I always keep in my medicine cabinet because I keep natural things in my medicine cabinet, not medicine. And as we continue on with this video, you'll see exactly why it's so important to have in your medicine cabinet. So in the link in the description below, you can get that. Now, NAC is a lifesaver for respiratory health. This is one of the reasons I value it so much. Research shows that NAC actually loosens and thins the mucus in the lungs, reduces inflammation in the airway, helps with COPD symptoms. It will reduce shortness of breath. Are you understanding why there may have been some timing involved of the FDA ban on NAC? It will lessen coughing and wheezing, and it also helps prevent ventilator-associated pneumonia. One study showed that there was a 56% recovery with NAC versus a 35% recovery with placebo. And this was a huge difference. So for a respiratory virus that would trigger an intense inflammation in the lungs, NAC is obviously going to be enormously beneficial. In fact, I was actually using it with my son just a few weeks ago as he got a respiratory virus and his breathing was labored and he was having to clear a lot of mucus from the lungs and there was a lot of inflammation in the lungs. NAC was one of my top go-tos for him. Now, NAC goes even further beyond that. NAC supports fertility in men and women. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, how could one thing offer so many benefits? And this is why I'm doing this video, because NAC is truly amazing for it being something so inexpensive and wide-ranging and absolutely a game changer in your health. Many couples struggle today with infertility. Research shows that NAC may help. This is what the research says. Not only will NAC reduce inflammation, but it'll also improve upon hormone balance, supporting healthy ovulation and improve this quality of sperm. This simple amino acid, and that's what N-Acetylcysteine is, it's just an amino acid, it will help with fertility, and that's very impressive. Now, NAC goes even further to help you stabilize your blood sugar and lower inflammation. Who doesn't want that? Over 100 million Americans have prediabetes and they don't even know it. So we often link blood sugar problems to just diet or consuming too much sugar, but inflammation actually plays a huge role in blood sugar stability. NAC, according to the research, shows us that it'll reduce inflammation, rebuild our glutathione stores, improve insulin sensitivity, and also lower blood sugar spikes. It's a powerful tool for anyone who's dealing with insulin resistance or metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome would look like high cholesterol, fatty liver, high blood pressure, visceral fat issues, fat around the waistline, NAC is there for the help. Now, NAC will also reduce your risk of heart disease. This is very important because cardiovascular incidences are the #1 cause of premature death worldwide. So how can we improve our heart health using NAC? NAC offers strong protective effects on the heart. According to the research, it shows that NAC reduces oxidative damage in heart tissue. It protects cholesterol from oxidation, which is going to be the actual cause of buildup of plaque within your arteries. It's going to help improve nitric oxide, which is going to offer you better blood flow, which actually also helps you decrease your blood pressure. It's going to reduce stroke and heart attack risk and also support healthy arteries. Now, according to the research, it's not only the LDLs that you need to fear, it's the oxidation of the cholesterol, the LDLs, that you need to fear. And NAC actually helps you prevent oxidation of cholesterol, which causes the cholesterol to lay down in the arteries and cause plaque buildup. So NAC is very good for your cardiovascular well-being. NAC is also going to strengthen your immune system. And this is one of the reasons I said a few minutes ago that this is why I keep NAC in the medicine cabinet in my home at all times. It's that beneficial. The studies show that NAC restores natural killer cell activity, which is important for ridding yourself of any pathogen or virus. It helps the immune system detect and destroy threats. It reduces the viral replication. If you're not familiar why that's important, it's because when you're sick, you get viral replication and it keeps you sick. Well, the NAC will actually reduce the viral replication. It's going to support healing. It's going to improve the outcome in people suffering from severe viral infections. And according to the research, it also helps the body identify and kill cancer cells, okay? And this is just another reason why the demand for NAC has absolutely skyrocketed over the past several years. It wasn't just the pandemic, it's also people realizing like this stuff actually works. It's really good and the science behind it is really solid. I think actually it's one of the reasons the FDA looked at it as a threat to all the other different treatments they were trying to provide because the science actually made sense behind NAC. It wasn't some woo-woo stuff that people were trying to push. NAC has great benefits. N-Acetylcysteine is one of the most research-backed, cost-effective supplements available. It supports detoxification, lung health, brain health, heart health, immune function, blood sugar control, longevity, fertility, and your mental well-being. If you want to get NAC, I'll put a link in the description below to the stuff that we are using clinically and the stuff I use personally for myself, my family, my children, and everyone. So it's safe, it's inexpensive, and it's extraordinary. If you love this video, I think you'll really like this video next.